With the 100th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, San Francisco continued to select defensive players, selecting Upton Stout out of Western Kentucky. The cornerback comes in at 5'8.5", weighing 181 pounds. And at the combine, he ran his 40-yard dash in 4.44 seconds, his 10-yard split in 1.51, and impressively, he put up the bench press 21 times. And while he is undersized for a defensive back, he truly reminds me of a player like DJ Reed. He has that type of tenacity San Francisco loves out of cornerbacks, and he played both outside and inside during his collegiate career. And with San Francisco losing Charvarius Ward this offseason, it's a real possibility Stout plays significant time on the defensive side of the ball. Specifically, it seems like both Lenore and Green will be starting on the outside to start the season, and Stout could come in for those nickel packages. So in this video, I want to dive into the player that is Upton Stout to really see what he's going to offer San Francisco heading into his rookie campaign. Starting out initially, I'm going to be looking at him in the run defense game, because honestly, it's surprising how active he is here. When playing outside, for instance, he does a pretty great job of setting the edge to funnel the back inwards towards the teeth of his defense. And when he has to take on a back, he shows surprising willingness, and he hits him almost in a similar way to Lenore. He's looking to light up people. I also love how quickly he responds to a play once he identifies it. A lot of cornerbacks will sometimes hesitate to take on bigger backs, but Upton Stout puts his body on the line and is willing to take on players much bigger than him. And thanks to his athleticism, he's routinely able to slip wide receivers' blocks and offensive linemen's blocks as well. Much more impressive than his run-stuffing ability, though, is Martin's ability to lock down wide receivers as well as tight ends in the passing game. One of my favorite aspects about him here is his positional versatility. He can play both outside and inside in a similar way Lenore can, and while initially I do think he's primarily going to be used as a nickelback, I think this positional versatility helps mitigate some injury risks. But now specifically diving into his coverage, where he truly excels is his zone coverage because of his quick processing and ability to jump routes. This is important for Robert Saleh's defense because in recent years, he used a ton of cover 4 and cover 6 on early downs. And then on third down, Robert Saleh loves to bring out exotic blitzes to really disrupt the quarterback's timing. And Stout does an excellent job with this. I really love his ability to time up a quarterback's cadence and then shooting without hesitation. Probably one of the most underappreciated part about Stout's coverage though is how buttery smooth he is in his transitions. He rarely gets caught up with a wide receiver, and coming from a back pedal to turning into a full sprint, it's like he doesn't lose a step. Another thing I absolutely love is how anticipatory he is. He does a great job of identifying the wide receiver's route, and then once he does identify it, he starts running it like he is a wide receiver. And directly tied to this is his playmaking ability. He's always searching for a massive play both in the running game and passing game. Over the last 3 years, for instance, he's had 9 tackles for loss, 6 interceptions, with 2 of those interceptions being ran back for a touchdown, a sack, and 11 passes broken up in that time frame. Tied to this ability to intercept passes and break up passes is his ball skills. When he gets an opportunity to intercept a pass, he's most likely going to do it. He has great hands, and this ball hawking ability is something San Francisco really needs to revitalize in their defense, because last year, they struggled turning the ball over. The final big thing I love about Stout is his straight line speed. He has the ability to carry wide receivers vertically, and if he is beaten early on the play, because of this speed, he's able to routinely make up that distance. And outside of the defensive side of the ball, he should also be a major contributor on special teams because of his ability to fly down the field and make open field tackles. With all these positives being noted, there are some key concerns to his game headed into the NFL level, with probably the biggest being his size. He's only 5'8.5", weighing 181 pounds. So I think it is pretty realistic to be concerned if he'll be able to go up against bigger bodied wide receivers, but with that being said, I did love his vertical in his college film, and he routinely showed the ability to attack the ball in there. Another concern directly tied to his size is his ability to take on blocks at the NFL level. It's possible he'll just be washed out because of stronger wide receivers driving him down the field. And he also doesn't have the necessary length a lot of times to fight off blocks if they get inside his chest. I'm also interested in his ability to take on a bigger power back, maybe someone like Jordan Mason. I don't necessarily think he can't do it, I just want to confirm that at the NFL level. Another concern not directly tied to his size though is his aggression. While he does do a great job of making plays, this aggression at times can be used against him on double moves where he'll actually grab the wide receiver and draw the PI. There's also concerns about his injury history as he's missed several college games due to injury. Still, with these concerns taken into account, when I watch Upton Stout's film, I see a player that's going to have a ton of success in San Francisco's zone defense with Robert Saleh at the helm. Because like DJ Reed, even though he is undersized, he's extremely competitive, a smart football player, and willing to put his body on the line for the betterment of the team. And most importantly, we've seen Robert Saleh have a ton of success with undersized corners, and there's no reason for me to believe he won't have similar level of success with Stout. But to truly understand the player that is Upton Stout, I wanted to break down his career up to this point so we can really understand what San Francisco is going to get out of him as a rookie. We were first introduced to Stout at North Shore High School in Houston, Texas, where he played cornerback and helped his team win the state championship. And according to 24/7 Sports, after his senior season, he was ranked as a 3-star recruit and had offers from North Texas, Houston Christian, Louisiana Monroe, and New Mexico. Ultimately, he did decide to enroll at North Texas. And as a freshman, he made an immediate impact playing in 8 games while starting in 3, registering 35 tackles and 3 passes broken up. The following year, he played in 4 games, registering 6 tackles before deciding to redshirt and entering the NCAA transfer portal. 24/7 Sports then re-ranked him as a 4-star recruit, and he was recruited by Western Kentucky, where he committed. And immediately he lit it up for the team. In his debut, for instance, he had an interception, returned it for a touchdown, and throughout the season he started in 11 games, posting 44 tackles, 4 interceptions which led the team, and 2 passes broken up, which was good enough for him to get honorable mention All-Conference USA honors. So entering the 2023 season, big things were expected out of him, but he was injured for 5 games. Somehow though, he still registered 29 tackles, 8 passes broken up, and an interception returned for a touchdown. In 2024 though, he was able to bounce back from this injury in a major way, earning first-team All-Conference USA honors after starting in 12 games, registering 52 tackles, 7.5 tackles for loss, a sack, an interception, and a pass broken up. This level of play was good enough for him to get invited to the Senior Bowl, and there he showed the ability to shut down future NFL wide receivers, which is a good indicator that headed into San Francisco, he should be able to continue the level of success we saw at Western Kentucky. So entering San Francisco, I see him immediately competing for the number 3 cornerback job, and most likely he's going to grab onto that job this season. The biggest question I do have about him though is his injury history. I just don't know if he'll be able to hold up at the NFL level, especially given his size. But ultimately, these are just my thoughts on San Francisco selecting Upton Stout, who I think is almost a DJ Reed type player, and I'd like to hear your thoughts down below. It would also mean a ton to me if you could like and subscribe, and as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.